Right. I make another vlog. I found this nice place by this dumpster to put my phone. Uh, so wearing a creamy hat. Although like the fucking light is kind of like illuminating it too much, but whatever. I guess I wanted to talk about whether you could actually change yourself or not. Um, I was just thinking, like, I don't actually think you can change yourself at all. Like, I think you're just kind of, or I tend to lean a bit into genetic determinism. I think that, well, I mean, I guess our behaviors and whatnot are pretty much entirely genetically determined, like 90%. I mean, like, yeah, I guess there's environment, but I think environment just brings out what your genetics has. Like, how some people are horribly abused and say they become serial killers, and other people are also horribly abused, but they don't become serial killers. So, I guess would just be that genetics is the difference. Um, or that's just a quick example, obviously. Um, what was I gonna say? Shit. Oh yeah, back to genetic determinism. Um, so I've something that's interested me is the concept of the black pill. Um, so it's mostly a concept used by like incel communities. Basically, it's just extreme genetic determinism, saying that you can't change. Like that, basically, your looks and other things are, or yeah, like your looks are mostly genetically determined, and like your height, and that determines your attractiveness to women. Let's say, but some people will extend it further to things like intelligence, personality, and whatnot. Um, what was I gonna say? But yeah, I'm pretty black pilled myself actually. Even though I'm not an incel, I am I am black pilled. I definitely kind of subscribe to that because I think most of the things just aren't in our control. Um, I mean, like I think your IQ is like mostly heritable too. So like, and your personality traits as well, if I'm not mistaken. But back to if you can change yourself or not. Um, I think people just kind of sense if you're trying to be something that you're not. I think it's just very like viscerally off-putting to most people. If you, yeah, if you just try to be something you're not, people can kind of pick up on it. Um, like I remember trying to be like more outgoing when I was a bit younger, and it just never really worked. It's just like I would just go and like approach people and talk to them, and they would just kind of look at me like I was fucking crazy or some shit, or like I was gonna try and scam them or steal from them or something. It was just it's kind of weird. I mean, because that's not who I am. I'm not a super outgoing like charismatic person. That's just not me, and that's fine. Uh, yeah, just not me. And I think just over a long enough time span, you just revert to how you actually are. So it's just not sustainable. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a sad thought. I guess a taboo thought as well in Western society, because our society is kind of founded on the concept of the blank slate, or at least it's fundamental to like liberalism and just Western philosophy in the last like 200 years. The idea that we're born as these blank slates and that we're completely molded by our environment when really it's not true at all. We're mostly genetic, or we're slaves to our genetics. And it's funny how everyone like readily assumes um, that like physical traits are genetic, but if you suggest that personality traits are also genetic, then that's a huge taboo. But oh, I was thinking of this one guy I used to know actually. I haven't spoken to him in a few years. Like the dude was just a massive fucking prick. Like I just don't know like what else to say about him. He Yeah, he was just an asshole for as long as I knew him. I met him when I was like 11. I remember he was like an asshole 11-year-old, and just he was an asshole when we were teenagers. Last time I spoke to him, I was about 20. He was still an asshole then. It's just kind of interesting. I mean, he didn't have like a hard life or anything. He didn't really have anything to be bitter about, from my understanding. So, just kind of, yeah, it's kind of interesting to think about. I'm sure he'll be an asshole as an old man. I think his brain is just wired to be that way, but whatever. So yeah, I guess that's all I really had to say. I guess just try and be you. Don't try and change yourself. It doesn't really work. I don't mean that in like a defeatist way, like just give up, but like just lean into your strengths, lean into who you actually are. It's the only, yeah, I guess that's it. That's all I really have to say.